Hey again. What I want to do in this video just may design layout, make it nicer, some work around it. So to get started, I first of all I have this root, so I would say hey, I have root dot I want to send the background, so I say hey configure, and I want to configure the background in this way, hopefully background. I need to change the background to hash e. You could select any color that you would like, but I would select this one, E1D8B2. Let's just select this background color. So if you just rerun it, you would see. Hopefully, you use this background. See, this is my background. Yeah, this is my background. So but see, all these buttons are using different backgrounds, so I need all the labels having same background. So it's okay, I could do it by access to the style. Then I say hey, this one should be equal style in this way, ttk dot style, and you could select any type of style. Say hey, style dot configure. I need any label. So how I could access to all the label, I say t label. We understand how we would able to access to what we mean by t label. T label does mean he will apply this one on or this style on all the t labels. So I say hey, any label, I need the background for it to be same of that one above. So I need it to be same, which is hash E1D8B2. Hopefully now all the label change it. So I did not change the label. You know why? Because in some cases, not all the devices, tkinter wasn't able to identify the default style. So just go here and write hey style theme use, then give it, for example, classic. I want to use the classic as a default. So he would be able to apply. Because before a few seconds he was able to apply because it was hard for him to identify what we mean here. So yes, we're done. Now let me do same thing for the buttons. So I say hey, just copy this one, and I want to do it to T button. Let me give the button also same background, so the button will appear. Here you go. I have only now this two checkbox, which is radio button. You could do same thing. I could take copy from this one. If you see the name here, hopefully I was able to do radio button, this one. Hopefully the T radio button is correct. Hopefully. If not, you know what we have to do. We just go to the layout and try to define it. Yes, correct. So yes, now everything is correct. Let me just play something with layout. I don't like the way of adding of the button that been in the top. The header need to be changed. So yes, I say hey, here this should be the style. So when you read the code usable, then I would say hey root dot, I need to set the title of my root. So I say hey, I need title. The title should be ticket reservation. So now when someone rerun it, you would see the title be ticket reservation. Let me play something with the fonts. I don't like the fonts too small here for me, which is here I selected 10. Let me suppose I like 16. So and I would do this one also 16 and make it nicer. So yeah, hopefully yes. Now I would see it nicer. This one goes too much the high. So let me suppose this one will be 15. Should be a little bit nicer, like layout design. Yeah, here's comment, here's ticket. He select his name. You have to enter some information here. Then he select submit. You have to be able to submit the thing. If you want to add some padding, like if you see here, the first one, which is first row for full name, it have to need padding. So you say hey, I need padding and the Y and the top, like for example 10. That's mean hey, please add padding in the y-axis for 10, so he will leave it 10 from the top. Make same thing for this one, because I need to leave 10 from app. I don't want my buttons get directly hooked with this part. So y-axis, you could also leave from right side, like say, hey, I need to leave from right. If you feel this one is not okay for you, like you feel, hey, they are too much from this side, you could leave from this one some part. You say, hey, I need to add, because this label, I say, hey, paid x-axis, for example 10, so he will leave you from the x-axis 10, but you could apply it to the any first row. Now, because now if you just apply it, he should apply it only for the first one. See, only applied here, but he was able to apply other part. You could apply for this one if you want, if you feel you are good, the ticket reservation is good for you now, or not all the ticket reservation, only first page for you is good. Someone could select is male or female. So yeah, that's great. We just need to hook out about this button. Someone click read data. So let we do some work. The button click, so we say, hey, I need, when someone click on the button, let me define my function here for button click. Any place you could define it. Let me define it here. Define button click. Okay. And this button could just call it when someone click on the button. Let me suppose I print whatever they have in the text. So for the text, here is it. For the, I need to print whatever they have in TK full name. So I say print full name in this way. Hopefully dot format, and I display full name. I could do copy paste for 3 of them, for gender and for comment. So you just print it out. Then when we go with layout with the database, we don't have to care about this part. So full name, the second one should be gender, so should be full name dot get, because I'm reading, so fully get. Gender dot get, because I'm reading, so I suppose here is gender. And the third one should be the comment, text comment. So I say, hey, text comment dot hopefully get also work. And here we say, hey, comments. Okay. Yes. Now everything is cool. You know there's too many ways to do that. Either you say, hey, bu button equal this one. Then you say, hey, I take this line, move it down, bu button dot grid whatever. Then you could call it from here. Bu button dot config for command, because this button click need to be defined, or you could do binding, whatever, anything make you happy, do it. I think this one the easiest one. So if you just click it now, he should work. So now if I just click anything, enter here, I name it Jenna, she is cool, and I select she is female. After I submit, he just give me error. He give me Jenna, she give me she is female, but exception token, he wasn't able to read what I have in the third part. So which is this part, he wasn't able to read the comment. So the comment is not reading this way because this is text. This data type here is text, so I cannot say directly get. I have to say from where to where. I say from 1.1, that's mean from the beginning to the end. This is the way to bring it from if I want to get data all the data inside text, because here's text is not entry. So now should work, because this was the problem. So Jenna, she is cool, she's female, submit, he print Jenna, female, she is cool. So yes, here we done. Thank you for watching and see you next.